It's nice to see you again.
Oh, thank you. Same here.
Thank you. Thanks for coming out. I really appreciate your time today.
You're welcome.
So I know one of the things that we wanted to talk about today is possible career options for you to go into. So I would love to hear from you what your previous work experience was. So in your previous position, what type of work did you do?
I did a lot of administrative work.
Okay.
But I was given the opportunity to do other little special projects.
Okay, great.
Like I was a research coordinator
Okay,
where I would recruit people for research projects.
okay.
And I found that to be really interesting. So it was more hands-on, more going outside the box.
Okay, great. What were some of the things that you enjoyed about that job?
Like I said, doing little projects with the research projects that were going on in our department at the time.
Okay,
It really helped me learn a lot of different things when it comes to research.
okay,
So I found that to be really interesting.
all right. And I think you said in the last time we met that you did not want to go back into being an administrative assistant. Can I ask if you enjoyed more the face-to-face part or if working with the paper, the office work part? What part about it did you enjoy most, and what makes you feel you don't want to go back to that type of position?
So what I like most about the administrative part of it?
Yes.
Okay. You're right that there is a lot of face-to-face interaction.
Okay.
Working with databases
Okay, great.
was good. I enjoyed that. What I didn't like the most was that some of it was so routine.
Okay.
And I like to be put into situations at times where you have to think outside the box and try to resolve issues or,
Okay. That's actually very helpful in looking towards what you want to do going forward. So thank you for that. I'm glad you were able to identify that. And so what would your career goals be going forward?
I've thought a lot about working in an adult program at a college,
Okay.
if possible, to help other adults get into higher education like I am myself.
Okay, great.
Or just being able to help people. Maybe it's not in education per se, but being able to help people progress with their life to make it better in some way or another.
And knowing your story and everything, I think you would be great doing that. That does make a lot of sense.
Thank you.
What type of industries would you like to go into? I know you said you would like to be a college advisor. Have you given any thought to areas other than a college setting, or is it just college and universities that you'd like to limit yourself to?
No, if there are other opportunities out there where I can still apply my goals to, I would definitely be interested in something like that.
Sure. I think what we can do as a goal together is let's identify a couple of different industries that you can go into, so that when you start sending your resumes out, you're sending it to more than just a college or university.
That would be great.
Okay. Do you have any interest of maybe working with a secondary or primary school at all, like first grade or middle school?
No, not really.
Okay. That's great. It's good that you know that, because now we can fine tune your search, so that's fine. And so what are your thoughts? I know you completed the assessments for me. What were your thoughts on completing the assessment?
I think it really made me look at skills that I didn't recognize that
Okay.
I had.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, so it's skills that I can apply to other jobs, other careers.
Okay.
That would be very helpful and I think very beneficial as
Okay.
well.
Do you happen to have them with you today?
I do. This is my skills profile.
Okay, thank you for completing that. I see you have a lot of really great skills here. Complex problem solving, critical thinking, time management. These are transferable skills that are going to be very useful for you as you go into the workforce again.
Okay.
And I think we should highlight those on your resume as well when we create that for you.
Okay.
The skills profiler actually lists some possible occupations. As you went through this, was there anything that you enjoyed or thought would be a great career to go into?
There were a few, and it was working with the community.
Oh, okay, great.
I think it was called a community worker.
Oh, community health worker
Yes,
here? Okay.
yes.
I think that would be great, and that's similar to working with adult students as well, applying some of the same skills.
Mhm.
Because it sounds like, and you can let me know if I'm correct or not, what you really want to do is help someone on their path to either fulfillment or self-sufficiency.
Yes.
Okay, great,
Yes.
great. So one of the things that I'm thinking of as I'm listening to you, a possible career could be a college advisor,
Mhm.
or maybe work in a college admissions office, as students are sending in their applications and everything, that you have the office skills that would go along with that as well. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And also, I was thinking of an administrative assistant for a college. Can you tell me what your thoughts are about that? Same job, different industry. Do you think that would appeal to you?
I would be open to it, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I hear a little bit of hesitation. It sounds like it would be a last resort, like it would be in the environment that you want, but not the job that
Exactly,
you want.
yes.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
So we'll keep looking at ideas. What are your thoughts on case management? So case management would be working with a local human service department or a local nonprofit organization that offers services to a client, and you would be responsible for their case, reaching out to them, letting them know the services that are available to them. Does that sound?
Yes.
Oh, okay, great. That sounds like another field that we can look into. And one of the great things about the Reading community is that there are a lot of organizations here, like the Berks Women's Counseling Center, Berks Women in Crisis, the Karen Foundation. Those are agencies that are here to help meet the high social services needs for the clients in the area.
Okay.
Okay. So when you think about maybe being a public social service agent,
And what does that entail?
well, a public social service agent offers, food stamps and medical assistance to the community. You would be helping with the applications that come in. You would be advising them on the services that are available to them. And when it comes for redetermination, you would be processing their information. So it also gives you a little bit of that office background that you have, as well as the
Right.
face-to-face and working with people and helping them. What are your thoughts on
Oh,
that?
I think that sounds like a great idea. These are all possibilities I hadn't even given a thought to.
Oh, great to hear, great to hear. Are there any populations that you don't want to work with?
Well, I'm not a bilingual person, so
Okay.
I think it would be difficult working with people that don't have English, in their language skills.
Okay. Are you opposed to working with, like, recently prison students adults who have gotten out of a prison environment?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
Or what about maybe chemical abuse, those who are dealing with any type of chemical abuse?
I think that would be difficult for me only because I've never been exposed to that, so
Okay.
I might not be able to relate to them very well, and I think being able to relate to the person
Okay.
might be better, more beneficial.
Okay, that makes sense. You offer a lot of great input, and it helps with your search to be able to narrow down what you're going to do. So it's great that you recognize where you want to go and where you feel you're going to be best suited. So you're doing a really great job.
Great.
Okay. What about maybe working with pregnant teens?
Yes, I think that would be great.
Okay. All right. So what I would like for us to do is, in our next meeting, I think our plan of action would be to go over your resume
Okay.
and talk about creating a resume for these job positions. And then we will identify a couple of organizations that you could send your resume to. You know, just knowing the Reading area, I know that there are a lot of options to work with nonprofit organizations, social service agencies that provide these services where you can do case management. There's also a wealth of colleges here for you to have your first pick, to be maybe a college advisor and maybe work in an admissions office.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So I look forward to that meeting. In the meantime, will you bring your resume for that meeting?
I certainly will.
Okay, great. I look forward to seeing you again.
Okay,
Okay,
thank
you have a great day.
Thanks.
Okay, you take care.
Okay.